AI isn't the advantage. Using AI correctly is the advantage, because right now, most entrepreneurs are using AI like it's a toy. Like they're generating a few emails or a LinkedIn post, or they ask ChatGPT to make me rich or design my marketing or whatever. And then they say, well, AI didn't really change much for my business. Yeah, no kidding, right? Because smart teams don't use AI for random output. They use AI to upgrade workflows. They install AI in places where time leaks, decisions get stuck, errors happen, humans do repetitive thinking, founders become the bottleneck. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the real AI workflows that smart businesses are using to streamline operations. So you're going to see that AI works best when it becomes a layer inside your operating system. Let's go. Now, rule number one, AI doesn't replace people, it replaces friction. So a quick principle before we get into workflows is if you try to use AI like a replacement employee, then you'll either break your business or waste your time or you'll ship garbage. Because smart teams use AI to reduce friction. That means less time searching, less time writing, less time summarizing, less time explaining things, less time doing the same thinking again and again, right? Now, AI is basically an operations assistant that never gets tired. So now let's go into the workflows. Workflow number one is the weekly ops brief. So this is one of the cleanest uses of AI that I've seen. So every week, your business generates noise, customer tickets, delivery issues, low stock warnings, ad performance changes, team updates, Slack chaos, all sorts of stuff. And founders are drowning in it. Now, smart teams don't, right? Because they use AI to produce a weekly operations brief. And here's how it looks like. Basically, your inputs are things like customer support tickets, shipping fulfillment issues, inventory alerts, KPI scorecard data, team updates, and things like that. Now, the output here is a single briefing that answers what happened this week, what went wrong, what trends are emerging, what should we prioritize next week, what decisions need leadership approval. Now, this is how operators think. Like they don't ask AI to do 12 random tasks. They create a recurring workflow where AI turns operational nodes into executive clarity. And here's the key advantage. It means that the founder stops living in reaction mode and you stop being surprised because you start seeing problems before they explode. Workflow number two is SOP generator from real work. Now, this one is huge because most businesses don't document processes because it's painful, right? It's a lot of work. And because founders lie to themselves, something like, yeah, okay, I'll document later. But no, in reality, you won't because you'll be busy with other stuff. You'll never get around to it, right? Smart teams use AI to document processes automatically from actual work. Now, here's the workflow. So inputs will look something like a Loom recording of someone doing the task, or a chat transcript explaining the task, or a rough checklist that somebody scribbled quickly, right? And the AI output will be a clean SOP, a checklist version, common mistakes section, definition of what done looks like, a quick training version for new hires, and things like that. So this turns documentation from being a big, painful project into a byproduct of doing the work. And once your SOPs exists, now you can delegate faster, you can train faster, you can reduce errors, and most importantly, your business stops being trapped in one person's head. And this is how you remove key man risk as well. Workflow number three is customer support triage and drafting. Now, customer support is where businesses bleed time, and not because the team is lazy, but because the issues keep repeating, right? So smart teams use AI to triage and draft responses. Not to send them automatically, but to draft them. So here's how a workflow might look like. Your inputs would be incoming ticket, customer history and order data, and policy documents. That's refund rules, shipping rules, warranty terms, things like that. Now, the AI output would be a category tag, priority score, suggested response draft, next action recommendation, and if it's refund worthy or escalation worthy. So instead of a support rep spending 8 minutes thinking about it, they spend 30 seconds reviewing and approving. And the magic is not just in the speed, but the magic is in the consistency. Because your customers stop getting different answers depending on which rep responds, and your support becomes a system instead of a vibe. Workflow number four turns meeting notes into tasks that come with accountability. Now, most meetings are a complete waste of time, and that's because most meetings create no follow-through. Like you leave it, okay, we had a good discussion, but nothing really happens. Smart teams use AI to turn meetings into execution. Here's how a workflow might look like. You have a recorded meeting call or a transcript and notes. That's your input. Now, your AI output would be decisions made, action items, owners assigned, deadlines suggested, risks or blockers flagged, right? And then those tasks get pushed into your project system. And this is where AI becomes basically a COO layer, because it forces clarity, it forces accountability, it prevents the classic, hey, what did we decide again on the meeting? And this workflow alone can change the culture of a company, because it's not about working harder, it's about turning talk into execution. Now, workflow number 5 is what I call the CEO question engine. And this one is for the founders, and it's honestly the most underrated one on the list. Now, founders get buried in questions every day. It's, hey, how do I handle this? Or can you approve this? Or what do we do here? Or where do I find that? Or what's the rule for this? Or hey, can you quickly check this? And they waste their life answering basically the same questions day after day. Now, smart teams set up an AI workflow that answers internal questions using company knowledge, not random internet knowledge, not, ChatGPT knowledge, but your company's actual knowledge, your SOPs, your policies, your vendor information, your templates, your pricing rules, your past decisions, all that stuff. So instead of team members asking the founder, they ask the company brain. And this removes key man risk more than anything else, because the founder stops being the help desk. The team becomes self-sufficient and your business becomes scalable. Now, notice the pattern across all of these workflows. They have 3 things in common. Number 1, they take messy inputs from real operations, and then AI transforms that mess into structured output, and then humans review, approve, and execute, right? So AI isn't acting alone. It's inside the system. It reduces friction, it increases speed, it increases consistency, and it frees leadership to focus on what matters. And that's how your team should be using AI, not as magic, but as an operating layer. So if you want AI to actually streamline your business, then stop asking, what tool should I use and what's the latest hack or new tool on the market with AI, because every day there's 100 new ones. But ask, what recurring workflows are currently wasting human time and attention inside your business? And then install AI inside of those workflows. Because AI doesn't replace your company, it doesn't replace your team members, it upgrades the way that your company runs. And if you do it right, you won't just save time, but you will also build a business that can scale without collapsing on the founder. And that's a business that you want to own.